What comes to mind when you hear the word feminist?
Good question.
My name is Heather Kirboom. I'm 34. I'm a wife and mother. I have 4 kids, 3 sons and a daughter. I've been an instructor here at the University of Southern Mississippi for going on 5 years now. I teach English, composition, literature, and women's studies. I've been teaching women's studies for about 2 years.
Female empowerment. Wow. They got me on the wrong thing right now.
Girly things.
Girly things like
Pink. Color pink.
Manicures, pedicures, whatever that stuff is. Being prim and proper, I guess.
I guess her being her natural female self.
Crazy women going around big signs saying, say no to this, say no to that. Mm-hmm. We have a voice, I know. I don't really go towards like sweet, dainty women. Like, I want rights. I just go towards more like angry women.
Okay.
Just think about angry women who want a voice, stuff like that. That's kind of what I think.
Like, if you're teaching and you're a feminist, you don't like males to answer. Yeah, that's it.
I think of an overzealous woman who is trying to assert herself into the civilization without, I don't know, without like manners or, you know, because I feel like feminism kind of steps over the bounds of what God calls for women to do, because there's certain roles that men should play in our lives, and not necessarily authoritative roles, but I guess overseers, because God calls men to be the head of the family no matter what. So.
We spent some time asking people what comes to mind when they hear the word feminist. Probably the most shocking thing to me was the fact that most people didn't have a definition at all. A lot of people seem really confused by the question, and a lot of people mistook feminism for feminine. And that may just be a confusion with the terms itself. Maybe they've never heard the word feminist, and that's not really surprising, considering that I feel like the feminist movement has lost a lot of steam, probably since the second wave, the 60s and 70s.
What is the feminist movement? You mentioned it. What is that?
Well, that's what I can't remember. I can't remember.
Wait, didn't women start that?
Yes.
Oh, because
I do know that, because they're like, isn't it have to do with like voting? Kind of.
Yes.
In a way.
Some.
I read about the feminist movement.
Okay.
They were like
they
over
didn't have
males.
equal rights as men.
They were over males, like, you know, getting.
They
all
wanted
the
to be equal
power.
as men.
Yeah, they wanted to be equal.
They wanted
Okay.
to be as equal as males. Is that right?
Okay.
Yes, the movement started with women and for women, but again, I believe that it's really expanded to include all people. So feminism is really about equality for all people, regardless of sex, gender, sexual orientation, race and ethnicity, class or physical or mental ability. You know, finding equal rights and creating a space for all people to have a voice in their government and in their society. And in that case, I would expect almost everybody would want to define themselves as a feminist.
No.
Sure.
No. I don't know. No. It's role to be submissive to her husband, as it is a husband's role to want to be submitted to by his wife.
Okay, so in using your definitions, would you consider yourself a feminist?
Not necessarily. I understand that women should have rights. Women should have rights, and they should definitely serve a huge part in society, and they should definitely have aspirations to be doctors and lawyers.
The supermom epidemic is just, I think that's probably the cruelest thing that we've done to women in the last 20 years, is that we've taken women and we've put a cape on them, and we've told women that they have to live up to this ideal, this woman who can do it all and be all things to all people. And the truth of the matter is that people can't. Women, just like men, are people, and we have limits, and we get tired and we get exhausted, and we're being taught by the woman in the cape that we're not supposed to ask for help. And I think this is probably one of the things that is causing such a high rate of divorce. I mean, if you have a woman who is working, you know, like the average American, 50 hours a week, and then goes home at the end of the day and makes dinner and helps the kids with the homework and gives the baby a bath and does laundry, and then somewhere around midnight falls exhausted into bed just to get up at 5 o'clock the next morning, you know, eventually she's going to start to wonder, what the hell do I need a man for? So we need to create a society in which men feel that they have equal responsibility in the home to their family and to their children. And we also need to create a society where women feel like they can ask for help. I mean, women are just as much to blame for this, you know, for this epidemic as men are, because they aren't saying, I can't do all things, because they don't want to fail. They don't want to not live up to that supermom image.
I don't know, I mean, if I was a woman, I would kind of be angry too, because you feel like, you would think y'all pretty much have the power to multiply. Like, y'all bring population to the world, so you would think that people respect y'all more, but instead it's like you don't get as much pay as men. So I can understand kind of why I could see that whole image of me getting women being angry instead of them being so calm about it, because it's just not fair.
As far as women trying to wear pants in a relationship, I definitely don't agree with that at all.
Well, you're wearing pants.
No, I mean like metaphorically wearing the pants.
So basically, feminism sort of ends when you reach the home, like that's where...
That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a person who believes in equality for all people, regardless of sex, gender, race, ethnicity, nationality, class, physical and mental ability, just equality for all people. Basically.
So using that definition, Tana, would you call yourself a feminist?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I
people,
kind of knew it. I just
so
didn't
people who
explain it right.
fight for everyone.
Yes,
Equal
for
rights.
equal rights for
I'm a
everyone.
feminist.
Yay!
Equal rights.
Would you like to be interviewed? Would you like to ignore me? The word submissive just makes me want to choke. I think I got like a little vomit in the background.
Like we can't